Okay, Bammy in the house talking about moving today. We want to keep it real. We just went through some crazy chaos for I don't know,
Totally
last 60
crazy
days.
chaos.
So basically, we graduated our last two kids from high school, right? Crazy. But that was obviously the plan. We got Nicholas now going down to University of Illinois. That's exciting. And then Harrison, we dropped Harrison off at West Point 3 weeks ago. He's doing great. But the plan, and we'll talk about the plan in a different episode, was to sell the family home in Wilmette and move back down to the city. And of course, come down to Nashville. We're talking to you from Nashville today. So we did all that in the last 60 days. And we have some tips and some lessons. I don't know. What do you think?
I'll tell you, just moving is messy. It is just so messy. And if you've ever cleaned out a closet or maybe a mud room and you're trying to reorganize it, you have to make it really messy first in order for you to organize it. But now think about moving a family home out of a family home. And I get teased a lot for this. Sometimes it's called I got Tammy'd or Miss Tammy'd. And it's that if I see something out and it's not where it belongs, and I'm going to assume that you're done with it, whether it's a cup of coffee, maybe a cup of water. But if it doesn't look like it's useful, I will discard of it. It immediately goes into the garbage. It goes down the drain, in the garbage, out it goes. And I'm pretty good at that. And still, we had so much stuff.
Chaos.
Bless our hearts, so much stuff.
Right. You save everything. I mean, we raised basically the four kids in that house from kind of, I don't know, sixth-ish grade for some of them,
yes,
through, right? And just some lessons that are interesting. Number one, boy, we live busy lives, and I'm always shocked at how many people try to move themselves or just, we're just going to figure it out. We're going to, and we don't do that. And something that we recommend, if you have the means, you got to hire people to help you do stuff like this. Like we for sure had movers, but more importantly, we had a little company that just helped us get rid of a bunch of stuff. I mean, I must have went to Goodwill just by myself without help probably 20 times, just giving stuff away, old kids' clothes, old our clothes. Like it's easy to say that, every year just do some spring cleaning and purge everything. It's impossible, right? I mean, life happens and we just don't do it. But super blessed to have some movers that packed everything and got us where we needed to go. And this company that, let us donate a bunch of stuff. So they brought in a different moving truck. We got rid of, because we downsized from a bigger home. We took some stuff down here to Nashville, but of course we already have a home furnished down here. But, a condo in the city of Chicago, even though it's a decent sized condo, of course, not even close. Like the space for me has been.
We went to a third of the size to give you some context to the massive downsizing, right? And when you do have all that stuff, I think we just really reflected. When you're looking at buying something, is it really bringing back a memory that warms your heart? So now when we travel, we have a tendency, we'll buy maybe a couple items of clothing because it's unique to that country. But one thing that we've been really intentional about is buying art from that country that reminds us of the trip, that does bring smiles to our faces and our hearts on what it meant for us, right?
And you think art like, it must be great for you guys, you're buying art. We're not buying like the Mona Lisa. Okay?
No.
We're buying like some kind of oil painting of we bought this cool picture, we went to Peru of Machu Picchu. And maybe it was $400 or $500.
I don't even think it was.
Yeah,
it was a local young artist on canvas.
Super cool. And they rolled it up for us. And then we got home, we framed it. Inexpensive. But that's meaningful.
Yes.
Whereas we went through so many things and just threw them away that we didn't need. Now, I will say another thing is Christmas presents for the family, for the kids. We threw away so many crap Christmas gifts because you feel obligated and all the kids feel obligated to buy for each other somehow, and they buy this cheap stuff. just so many things. Just save the money, donate it. And again, I think we've learned, and we've done better over the last couple years, is it's experiences over stuff.
And time.
Period, right? Spend money on time. Like right now we're in Tennessee. We're taking our daughter, Isabel, and her great friend, Phoebe, who just graduated college. She graduated early. She's a great kid. We've known her forever. And we surprised them with Coldplay concert tickets. Now we're not going, so I've got some FOMO right now. I'd like to go. But again, those experiences, they stick, they matter, versus gifts that end up sitting in the closet somewhere and then 5 years later you're just throwing them away.
Absolutely. I think the other thing, when you talk about moving and the resources for moving, just maybe make the phone calls. How much would a mover be?
Right.
How much would a professional packer / unpacker be? And, sometimes that is in the budget, and then other times it's not. But, what I found interesting is we have some really great friends who love to do things like that. That is what they love. It's not what I love. It's not what Bernie loves, but they really enjoy it. And maybe it could be something in-kind trade. You're really good at something and other people are really good at other things, and maybe you could do a little bit of a swap. But when you're moving, try to minimize the overwhelming stress of you have to clear everything out, you have to reorganize everything, then you have to pack it, donate it. Oh, by the way, you still need to work, right? Because we need to afford life.
My gosh,
and then
brutal.
The kid activities. And then, the list goes on and on. So I think sitting down and really being organized just about what a move looks like, what it entails, and who in your network could potentially help, whether it's a paid service or not. And maybe, maybe it's an in-kind trade of some sort. But I was really grateful, at this stage in our lives, and we've set up, and we knew this move was coming. It was a 8-year plan. We knew it was coming. So we did have certain resources that we had allocated to help with the move. And I was really grateful for that, because when I needed to focus in on work, when Bernie needed to focus in on his coaching clients, we could just focus on that because we knew the other things would be taken care of. And I think that piece is priceless. As I've gotten older, I want that calm in knowing what it looks like. I think when I was younger, I could just kind of like by the seat of my pants, right? Fly by the seat of your pants.
Do it all.
Do it all. Call up a few friends. Hey, a couple pizzas, maybe a suitcase of beer, come help me move kind of thing. And then everything got boxed up. You didn't know what room it belonged in. So it was like a mystery every time you opened up the box, right?
Yeah.
But this time we knew exactly what room it came from and where it needed to go. And it made unpacking so much faster. We got that place unpacked in less than 3 days.
Yeah.
And
now we did have a shower that was full of like wall hanging pictures for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so, but we got those hung this weekend.
We did.
We're making progress. So, hey, moral of the story, if you are visiting Chicago or if you are visiting Nashville, moving forward, reach out. We'd love to see you, host you, grab a coffee, grab a drink. But that's where Bammy is now.
That's right. We're 51% Nashville and then 49% Chicago. But we look forward to seeing you in both. All right.